So, as I've referenced in a few videos I've done, I have graduated officially, and today we are talking about the big shebang, grad night. That's what we're talking about. We're doing this out of order. Booyah. So what is there to talk about grad night? Well, if you guys don't know what grad night is, it's like a graduation night for all the seniors. Like one last hurrah where we get to hang out and we get to chill and it's cool and it's fun. And shoot, I got the hot potato. I gotta go faster than the speed of light. Faster than Ezra Miller committing a crime. Go or I lose. Go or I lose. You're dead. Sword. Dude, you're laggy. Okay, let's just ignore that quick interruption really quick and talk about grad night. So like I said, it's like our last hurrah as seniors. You know, we get thrown into a venue and we just sit there till literally 5:30 a.m. Okay, and it's oh my god, wow. I don't know if you guys have it or have ever experienced it. I don't know how old you guys are, but that's that, and that's basically all you need to know. So basically, here's the dealio. My aunt actually runs the whole thing. She's like the quote unquote leader of the PTA. If that's even a thing. I don't think it's called the PTA at my school, but like that's what it was. And she might be watching this video. And if she is, hi, you did a great job. Ignore everything I say in this video that could be negative. Yeah, cool. Is that you up there shooting me? See ya. So the plan is basically we show up at like a dinner at our high school at like, what was it again? Like 6 o'clock, 5:30. The time doesn't really matter, okay? That's when we showed up to eat this dinner, which props to them was actually pretty good. You know, and then they would take us on buses to a secret venue that we have no idea what it is, which could be concerning, but you know what? It's fine. See you never, kid. Silverfish. Oh, shoot. I'm just trying to explain my grad night. Go away, bozo. Wait. Took no knockback. How's that even? Okay, you're off the edge, kid. Dude, why do people keep showing up? So at this dinner, we get separated into tables. We got a little like envelope sheet invitation thing that my aunt made and sent to literally each individual senior family, which I thought was a little crazy, but hey. And you know, on that paper, when we sent it in as like our little RSVP, we had the opportunity to write who we wanted to sit next to. And the tables, they fit like 2-3 families. That's kind of just how it went. And since I have some friends, I wasn't going to cut it for all of us. But, you know, kind of what I just decided was I kind of like told my aunt because she like ran the whole thing. So I'm not saying there was any like bias, but there was definitely bias. And I was like, just like, you know what? I'll quote unquote take the fall. It's not a fall because I love my cousin. But I was like, I'll just sit next to my cousin and like my sister and like her friend, and you know, all my friends can just sit together and have a good time. Yep. You know, my aunt was like, okay, cool, that sounds good. And, you know, to her credit, she's like, oh, your friends are sitting like right next to your table. But that doesn't really matter. Because, like, listen, we might be at like tables really close to each other, but we're still not at the same table. And there's still a far enough distance where we can't like talk. But it's cool because, like, whenever it was free time, I'd like walk over to them and we'd hang out. And that was still cool. So, you know, we eat dinner. There was some actually pretty good food. You know, they had like appetizers, which there was a super long line for. And I was like, I'm not standing in that line. And then I heard they had like meatballs there. And bro, meatballs are so underrated. I love meatballs, man. They're just like, don't get me wrong. I don't love meatballs. Like, it's not like I'm talking about, oh, come back. Are you? I can't even see. Like, meatballs don't do the same thing that a Panda Express orange chicken chow mein does to me. But they're still pretty good. So, you know, I ended up like waiting in line and getting drinks and meatballs. And it was pretty good. And we got the dinner and we ate it. And that was sweet. And I hung out with my friends. And, you know, we finished dinner and we're like, okay, what time do we leave for the bus? And the response I was given was 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours. So they're like, what are we supposed to do? Like why? What? And they're like, oh, just hang out, mingle, talk with your friends. I'm like, bro, I already do that. That's just what we do. Oh, shoot. So, you know, 4 hours, right? My friends talk. We mingled. We played. I'm kidding. We don't mingle. We don't know anybody. Joke. That was a joke, guys. A harmless little joke, but it's true that we didn't actually mingle. Instead, we avoided my sister's friends like the plague. And you're like, Pigol, why would you say something like that? First of all, I need this to wear off. First of all, her friends suck. Okay, except for the one watching this video. You know who you are. You know, my boy, you're watching this. Your sister doesn't suck. Okay, your sister's like the only cool one. Usually. And then there's this other thing, but you're like, oh, but Pigol, what if they're watching this video right now? You're just outed that you hated them. 1, school's over. 2, they might. You're ruining my moment. Two, oh no, they might not want to talk to me or be in my presence. Oh my gosh, the horror. Yeah, I don't have a very high opinion of her friends, but I'm not going to out who they are or out why. I think they should know if they know. They suck. I'm not going to talk about that because this is a Minecraft video and I'm talking about grad night and I haven't even got to like the grad night aspect. So after the dinner, you know, it's like Squid Game, guys. It's like Squid Game because we all got like these wristbands with numbers and colors on them. And we realized after that they actually are for, oh shoot, they're actually for which bus you're going to get on and the numbers for a secret raffle that'll be held later. How is that like Squid Game? It's not. I never actually watched the show, guys, so just lay off me, okay? But anyway, my friends all look at our wrists and we realize we all got separate buses. I'm like, wait, we don't get to pick the buses we want to be on. Isn't that a little crazy? So like obviously I went up to my aunt and I said that. She's like, oh, we just kind of need to account for everybody. I know it sucks, but that's just how it is. I'm like, bruh. So I'm sitting there watching as one by one my friends get picked off and sent to an unmoving bus because some students decided not to tell the people that work there that they're leaving early and not actually going to grad night. So eventually we're all loaded up the bus and we wait, like, I'm not even joking, an hour for the buses to actually start moving to the venue because they're like, shoot, we got some missing kids. Maybe they snuck onto another bus. Maybe they're still here and we're leaving them behind. I don't know. Eventually they ask all the students and the students are like, oh yeah, those guys left like a long time ago. And that was fun. So eventually we start moving to the venue and everyone's got ideas of what this is going to be. I'm not actually going to say anyone because you guys are little detectives and you're going to find out exactly where I live, which wouldn't be ideal. I'll tell you that. Oh, shoot. I'll get you. You can't do anything. Oh, man. So, you know, I'm sitting there on the bus. My sister's there too. But, you know, since we're like so quote unquote nice, dude, I don't know why. You know, we're just trying to be nice and we let all these people go in front of us and stuff like that. So we're literally the last ones on the bus and people just don't know how to sit in the bus, or they do, but they just don't care. So, like, there's no, like, open seats available. So we just, like, find some, like, I guess, antisocial people and be like, hey, can we sit next to you? And antisocial is a strong word considering, like, you know, everyone's separated from their friends and a few lucky people who have similar last names get to sit next to each other, but whatever. And, you know, I'm literally just sitting there, like, on the bus, just texting with one of my friends, and we like start playing Clash Royale. That's not gonna age well, I know, but it's the truth. Oh, Pigol, it's 2023 and you still play Clash Royale, bro? I don't know. Okay, I like hadn't played the game in a while, but like I introduced my cousin to it recently and like as a joke, and he started playing it, and he's in our like clan. Our clan's literally called like, I'm not gonna tell you what my clan is because then you guys are gonna start joining. and it was a whole thing, man. It was a whole thing. Anyway, we get there and our bus pulls up and I look out the window and it's a strip club. Why is it a strip club? I don't know why it's a strip club. I'm confused. This is a school event, okay? I know I'm 18, but most of the people on this bus are not, so I don't know what's going on. So they make us leave the bus, and there's literally a person standing in front of the strip club, and she's like, don't go to the strip club, go next to it. I'm like, okay. It's like a theater. It's a theater. I was like, oh, fun. It's like, so we gonna watch a movie, or like, what's going on here? What's the dealio? Turns out there was no movie. It was more like a prom with more things to do. And I'm sitting here, I look at the time, it's like, what, 8 o'clock? Something like that. I don't know. No, sorry, 8 o'clock. What am I talking about? It's 11 p.m., okay? It's 11 p.m. and I'm sitting there, I'm like, so what? It's 11 p.m. So I'm sitting there and like a sister's next to me and we're kind of just standing there, like waiting to group up with our friends. I'm like, so what time does this end again? And you know, she's kind of just sitting there and she's like looking at the venue and she's like 5:30. And I kind of look at her, I'm like, in the AM? Of course I already knew, but like, man, I don't know. It was a little crazy. You know, I'm not gonna judge. I'm sure this thing's gonna be great. Like my aunt approved. She said that it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast. I was like, okay. So we like walk in. There's some lady there. I have no idea who the lady was. Maybe I should know who the lady was, but I didn't. And, you know, she has like this megaphone that like barely works. And we have like 500 seniors just stuck in the building. And she's trying to talk and get everyone's attention, but no one can hear her because everyone else is talking. It was a whole thing. Not the best, but, you know, it was there. And eventually she gets everyone's attention and they open the doors and everyone starts like running. And we're like, run, guys, run. bad for themselves. Until eventually, you know, we walk in, it's this giant, like, a dance room. I mean, like, everyone went into different directions because the venue was pretty big. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty big. And it's just, the room I went into was like a giant dance room. Like, bro, this is just prom. But, like, it had some arcade machines, I guess. Like, my friend and I played, like, the original Superman arcade game, which I didn't even know was a thing. But that was cool. There was, like, the Ninja Turtles game. I'm gonna shotgun you. Shotgun. 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 Spoon. So, you know, we're kind of sitting there, and there's air hockey. Two of my friends immediately just, like, go for make a beeline, really, towards the air hockey table. I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. So we get that. And, like, my friend and I are playing, like, Ninja Turtles and Superman. So that was pretty cool. And then there's like this giant dance floor and a DJ that no one's sitting at or just really dancing. So like my friends walk up and they have like these like balls there. They were like similar to like balloons, but like a little heavier. And like literally my friends and I, we just like chucked that around just in the middle of the dance floor. Like they just like, everyone come out here and dance. And no one was. So we were just playing like volleyball and quote unquote monkey in the middle. We're playing like that game. We're like, okay, this doesn't touch the ground. And we can't hear anything. And we had just watched the Flash movie the other day, like literally the day before, because like it was the day after graduation. And I'm kind of just sitting there and I'm like, bruh, like we watched the movie. So we're doing like the stupid Ezra Miller run, you know, and it's like, it was a good time. And that part was pretty fun. I'll admit. And then we get bored, you know, we're like out there like sweating. We were doing that for like an hour. We're like, let's explore the venue a little bit. We realized there's like a roof, like a grass roof that overlooks the city. I was like, oh, that's dope. That's pretty cool. And it's like, at this point, like 2 a.m. and we find comedically large Uno, like giant Uno cards. And we found those earlier. And then my brilliant idea was like, oh, we want to play this later. Some people are going to snag it from us. So we're going to hide it in a completely obvious spot, but not obvious enough to be noticeable. Newsflash, people found it, and it was kind of sitting in the middle of like, ah, shoot. It was sitting in the middle of like a bunch of girls, right? And my friend's like, ah, shoot. It's trapped. I'm like, dude, it's like 3 a.m. and these girls are like sleeping. Okay, they're like sleeping. They're not playing Uno. Oh, that was close. So they're like, oh, then what are you gonna do? So I literally just walked over. I was like, hey guys. And they're like, yeah. I was like, can we play Uno? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And that was the end of the conversation. Magical. That's crazy, right? So we get Uno. And like I said, it was like 3 a.m. So we're all like brain dead. And it's giant Uno. So it's hard to like hold cards, especially when there's like 6, 7 of us. So like we're literally sitting there. And I'm like, by the way, I won the first game. Just saying. All skill, no luck. Definitely. Because that's how Uno is played, obviously. Every time I'm about to win, someone would either peek at my cards and tell everyone. And then when I tried to hide the card so they couldn't do that, they would literally grab my card, flip it over, tell everyone, and make sure I never got that color. Okay, and there was one time I had Uno, and they said, though, they like literally, I hadn't placed the card down yet. I hadn't even said anything. The card's like not even on the floor, and they go, Uno. I'm like, bro, I haven't placed the card down yet. That doesn't count. Yeah, they were kind of just like trying to make me pick up 2 more cards because that's the way we were playing, so I wouldn't have Uno. And they're like, oh, rock, paper, scissors for it. I'm like, bro, that's not how the game works. But anyway, we got to a point where I had so many blue cards, like literally every single blue card in the deck. So every time I tried, and that was all I had. So every time I tried to like play a blue card, no one else had it. So they'd switch the color. So I was kind of just stuck in an infinite cycle. Then eventually it's like, what, 4? And they're like, oh, closing the roof, mandatory show. It was like a hypnosis show. Their classmates. Is a little weird, but we roll with it. And you know, then eventually it's 5:30 and we get to go home and sleep and have a good day. And that's about it, guys. That was our grad night. Yeah. We also went to Disneyland like a few days prior. We had like a Disney day because our school got like banned from Disneyland because like apparently a past class lit Mickey Mouse's tail on fire. But that's a video for another day, right? Yep. See ya.